So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another exciting episode of Nitro is Dead. And with me, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a lot of special guests in this one. You take the number 7 and you translate that down through time, and you get what's called the 7 deadly sins. And one of those sins is about to enter the room. And what the 7 deadly sins are is the 7 deadly sins is the 7 deadly truths that the haters can't stand. And one of those truths is also the man, Devin Chaotic.
What up? What's good, everybody? How things going? But can we take this moment of silence to before we get into this madness that we like to unveil here to the public?
DJ, I think we're forgetting for somebody. You see, they not only mentioned me, but they also mentioned the only king in the room. Let's give him a proper introduction as well to respect.
Oh yeah,
King Dominator.
KD.
I do have a lot to say. I mean, let's talk about it, shall we?
Oh,
so now, since we are going to uncover these 7 deadly sins of their truth and expose each deadly sin that they have done.
We need all of our workers to get. All right. Well, let's finish this and see what happens.
Now we're going to start with DJ Chaotic. DJ, you got
Let's put this in perspective right here.
Yes.
You run around here flying a Confederate flag on your show like it's the God honest truth around here. I mean, who flies a Confederate flag on their EFED show and think that it's the CRBR? Number 2 to this whole narrative is y'all wouldn't even know how to run the fucking show if your life depended on it. Let's be real. Y'all use, abuse, manipulate, and your roster can't even grow over it. But let's be honest, because unfortunately, the cat's out the bag. You have allowed your so-called wife to ruin the ONW brand for you. Congratulations.
Yeah. And, you know, I find this very funny. Them calling us clowns, you know.
Now, here's what I'm going to say about that, KD, since you brought that up. It's kind of funny that you make an AI song about me. But here's the thing. It's kind of funny how you say that I'm high school drama. But in reality, each time we go live for a podcast, you guys are in here hearing every damn word we saying, and you know it's the damn truth. And you can't, that's something you can't handle, is the damn truth.
It's like when we come out and we talk about the narrative and we talk about everything that is so wrong in the EFED community, and to jump up and prove that y'all are the honest, sought after EFED, when if we really look at it from perspective, y'all are not the sought after EFED we once knew. Because unfortunately, y'all have allowed toxicity, y'all have allowed egos, and y'all have allowed yourselves to be manipulated into thinking y'all have the best show when y'all really don't.
Now here's what I'm gonna say, DJ. Don't mean to cut you off. I know King Dominator's got a lot to say, so we're gonna let him cover some ground here. King Dominator, welcome to the real show that I'm gonna tell you is Triple H told CM Punk. I got a mic bomb sitting there waiting for you, and here's you the mic. Go ahead and burn it, brother.
And it's, you know, I want to talk about the clown scenario because Isn't that the same thing he was trying to impersonate? You know, Joker? And how did that win? Hell, Nixon, it took his original self to whoop the wannabe Joker, Broski's ass. Yeah, he didn't have to use his Joker Nixon Wolf for that. He had to use his own version himself. And how did that win? He made your Joker Broski look like a bitch. And ever since then, we haven't heard from that son of a bitch ever again. He went faded away. He went disappearing because he knew that when you impersonate things, it don't come in your favor. Just like, you know, nowadays you're trying to impersonate my finisher, the perfection knee, and you're using it just to try to think that it will do anything. When I use that perfection knee, I actually perfect it. And I actually get the job done with it. Unlike you or anyone else that try to use it and try to think that you can do it better than me. Yeah, you failed miserably. Thank you very much on that, because you couldn't even lace my boots. And let's not forget, hey, now that we're here, we could talk about the fact that you actually grabbed my call without my permission. And even DJ can back me up on this, because didn't he use KD outside of the stream before he even used it in the stream and had me in, what, 4 or 5 matches?
Let me, since you brought that up, KD, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I was in that so-called call that went on where they was on community creations, they grabbed you, they put on one of their wrestlers or calls the whole fuck Team A, this, that, and the third, yada, yada. And then next thing you know, it took them about 4 to 5 tries just to beat you after they done lowered down your rating in order for it to be official on the stream.
Okay, so this is
Wow, yeah. There's the statement right there.
Here's the kicker part about it. You have no originality at all for your cause, but you want to bite and nitpick off of everybody else in the community because you think that it's fair. Nah. If you had some originality, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation now, would we?
Yeah. And it's like this. It's funny because now when we think about it, they can't come up with nothing original. They got to take people's ideas. They got to steal their people's calls, try to make it to their own. And even they fail. Hell, guess what? I can bring up the fact that Jack Graves, a friend of mine, was part of that company, and they try to steal his call and try to, you know, turn it to something that it was not supposed to be. Because I talked to Jack.
Can we get into this subject as well, CJ? I mean, KD, the fact that you have calls over there that's not even yours.
You know the funniest thing, guys? We're live. And not only we got 2 people watching, but what if it's one of the haters that's lurking to see what we say? It's kind of funny how I notice that you're listening to every word we're saying, that you got to come in and listen.
You can't run from me.
We hitting the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. Everything we're saying is exposing y'all as fraudulent people in the EFEC community. I don't see how anybody trusts y'all. I don't.
You know, now that I think about it, I did watch that one house show a long time ago. I want to bring this up. Now that we're here live, I just want to bring the fact that both calls that represent his company couldn't handle me one-on-one. They had me in a handicap, well, not a handicap match. They did have me in a handicap match off air. Like, it was not literally on stream, but they did have me in a match against this Daniel Peterson bum. And
I remember.
Yeah, and I won that. I dominated that match. I mean, look, I ain't called King Dominator for nothing. There's times that I do dominate my opponents.
In that day, you smoked him like a Philly blunt in that match. And
I whooped Broski's ass. And he thought, like, he bragged about, I whooped all 3 of your
First
calls.
they
And
did Daniel Peterson, then they thought Browski was going to do it, and he got his head stomped in. Then they thought it was going to be Effect that was going to be able to do it. He got his head stomped in.
look at that. Your golden boys cannot touch me. Hell, let's be honest. Who's truly your golden boy of your show, Browski? It was never Ryan Storm. Hell, it was never me.
It was never me. But, I can really sit here and expose the narrative of that. Who's the headline of today's show, mind you? Iceman, the Browski family, Petersons. Hell, have you put any creator on the forefront as a headline piece?
To this subject, it's kind of funny how they make me look like the bad guy when they say, in quote, that I brainwash people. And KD and DJ can tell all of my audience here that is false statements by a narcissistic, negative, toxic, brainwashing, manipulating.
Like I said, in the last podcast.
If y'all, let me put this in perspective, okay? If I can be real for 1 minute, DJ and KD.
Right.
If you go to ONW, that's like you're about to fall into a cult atmosphere with no escape. And that's the God honest truth. They sit here, they use, abuse, and they manipulate their power to expect the unexpected from everybody who joins ONW. But ask yourself this, is it really a family over there? Or is it a cult-like atmosphere? Because I'm thinking, this is a cult-like atmosphere over there.
I mean, if we're going to get on that topic, I might as well just come clean and tell you. It's basically like this. If you kiss their ass, you're on a good note. But if you stand your ground, you become the bad guy because you don't basically kiss their ass and bow down to them.
Facts. All facts. Nothing but facts.
My history about that whole scenario in ONW speaks for itself. I mean, the first time I did it, stand my ground for the first time because I saw how much of a dickhead he was. And, he didn't like the word hypocrite because that's what I claimed him back in 2021, early 2021. I remember those days. I really do. Yeah. He didn't like the fact that I stand my ground, defended myself. And if you're not dick riding him or whatever, most likely he will have you as the enemy. That's what it was. It's always.
It's like this. They want kiss-ass individuals. They don't want real people that stand their own ground and want to bring something to the table that they can accept. But unfortunately, they never wanted people that they can accept. They wanted kiss-ass individuals to kiss their ass.
It's pretty much like this. Like KD, let me go back on the topic KD's talking about, okay? At one point, they tried to use me to go after KD because Browski had this big old ideal of, don't talk to KD because he's a girlfriend stealer. He's toxic. He's this, he's that. But the fact of the matter is this. Really, when I got to know KD now, KD's actually changed. He's not the same KD. So I kind of think it's funny in a way that going back to Kevin Impact's words here. Kevin Impact said that in that last podcast, I think it was episode 5 when we had Nick Cayenne, if I'm here, he said that the haters are watching because they recognize the real truth in the room. And it's true because you keep watching every episode because you can't handle the fucking truth.
And truth hurts.
Truth hurts.
And unfortunately for those, if you got haters watching, you're doing something right. Because at the end of the day, haters still want to watch, and we all know who y'all are. We know the layout that y'all stand on. Y'all don't want to see nobody successful. That's what y'all do, Dixie, Devin, Iceman. Y'all don't want to see nobody successful. Y'all want to see us miserable. Y'all want to see us fail miserably. All because you can't run the show quite like CJ. You can't run the show quite like everybody else that we around. That's the problem. Y'all want to sit here and think that y'all show is all high and mighty that y'all getting views. Y'all can barely scrape 2 views.
That's the thing. I really think this is funny, DJ, that when I listened to their little AI song, they said and quoted keyboard warriors. Who would actually say that in a word? I'm truly believing that would be that Canadian that you're having in your roster, that even Nixon Wolf told you plainly that he's a toxic individual and you're too stupid to listen to him because apparently you got your nose and lips on his ass.
Unfortunately, and since we are on the subject of this Canadian fucktard, this is the same Canadian fucktard that I stood up for you, Dixie. But did I get any credit for it? No. Did CJ get any credit for it? No.
You know what we got, DJ? We got to be the outcast because she wanted somebody that was toxic rather than real people that was going to have her back.
And at the end of the day, look at where it's getting you now. A world of hurt, a world of denial, and you can't even run from it. Because everything that CJ said is 100% right. And there's the problem. Oh, let's not even get started on the goddamn partnership bullshit that they had in place. You wanted to have a power over all of our e-feds. There's no power structure over here in mine.
Oh, we should.
When I noticed how y'all was moving, that told me right there how y'all operated. Y'all wanted power. Y'all wanted to be the see-all, be-all over all the creators. And you think I was going to change my narrative for y'all? Nah. That's where you wrong. That's where we're wrong. I'm not going to put my creators in jeopardy because y'all want to be the see-all, be-all. No. Let's be honest.
Let's be real here. I'm pretty sure that we all grown adults here, and we can
exactly
agree to disagree here on a statement. You know, back when Devin Broski ran it, I gotta say this. Back when Devin Broski ran it, everything was fine.
And I wasn't even in around the time Devin was running it. I came in.
Here's the thing. But when they slowly added these toxic people in, that's when it killed the whole show.
I mean, I just didn't like
what's really the killer part of it all, CJ? When they allowed Dixie Broski to run the show outright.
Yeah, he was playing everyone
right. When now you got somebody who's running the show and putting 5-6 shows a day.
He was literally playing everybody as a fiddle, and that's how I see it as. Never liked him from the get-go. Just simple as that. Because I see right through his BS. Since day one. I tried to peacefully ignore the fact that
I'm going to say this on the podcast. We're not trying to nitpick. We're just trying to tell the truth. We ain't hating on nobody. We just tell the truth. And here's the thing. People's going to rephrase our words that we talked about people that
they want to twist and manipulate everything to their advantage. When really, if y'all took the time to listen and pay attention, y'all would know this is not throwing shade or anything at y'all. This is trying to get y'all to be responsible people and understand where y'all logic is. Because we wouldn't put an e-fed in jeopardy if it wasn't for the fact of what they did. And between the three of us and everybody in our circle, we have irrefutable evidence to back up everything we're saying.
Exactly. And the funny thing about that is that I was a victim to this whole scenario. See, here's the thing. He did lower. It's not the first time he even lowered my overalls to try to make sure my character don't have a chance on winning, because he's done it back in 2K23. I remember this. When I was winning gold, winning 3 championships, I was a triple title holder at the time. Tag team gold, and there was 2 other single gold. It was a Furrow championship, and there was the other, I believe, the Pub World title.
Hell,
no one could even talk to me.
And KD, let's just put this disclaimer out there. Y'all want to hear all the toxic shit that they say? Go back and look at their channel. Listen to the videos on their channel. You'll hear every incriminating evidence that you need right there from them. That should tell you right there the difference of how toxic somebody is because you hold a grudge on somebody.
Let's not forget
our long past grudges moving into 20. This is 2026. Why are we still holding on to grudges?
Exactly. Preach it, DJ. Preach it.
Why are we still holding on to grudges? Because if we're still holding on to grudges, then why is it that every time we come do a show or we're on the podcast trying to talk this, that, and the third, y'all are there. Listen to every fucking word we say. But at the end of the day, y'all want to sit here and twist our words and narratives thinking that it's y'all truth. Nah. At the end of the day, that AI song y'all did, trash. What y'all said on y'all show today, trash. Y'all can't back up a single fucking thing y'all say because, y'all think that we are toxic, thinking that we are brainwashed by CJ. Newsflash, we're not brainwashed. We are grown as individuals. We have our truths about the narrative. Y'all just can't accept it.
Exactly. So
I mean, going back to that part that you said, DJ, about how Bar ran ONW, KD's got a story about another person tried to run ONW, but I'll let KD talk about that scenario if he wants to. But I'm gonna pass the mic over to KD if he wants to. Open mic night, KD, you got it.
Wait. Speaking of, running a company, didn't Alicia try to run his company at one point and he kind of sort of allowed it?
Do tell.
Yeah, we should talk about that. Yeah, we should talk about that. He has Alicia at one point run his company at one point. Try to take over. But I find it funny though. Back in 2022, we talked about on my birthday, on the 4th of December, that was the time that I became Pub World Champion, my one-time thing, because I never did held that title. Defeated Jose Blanco on that day. On that same night, though, when Wolfie was in that company, she not only whooped his ass, Broski's ass, but took the company. The only reason why she had to take it right back is because he was bitching and complaining. But he will allow Dixie to run shit, but not her. Hypocrite.
Funny thing is this. You allow her to run the company straight down to the fucking ground. Talk about a manipulative, power-hungry person. The moment you gave her the reins, that's where O&W went downhill.
I got another person I'm going to add for this episode, guys. Let's welcome to the man that's been also in the heat with this certain company. The legendary YouTube champion has entered the Nitro is Dead podcast, Ryan Storm.
Oh, shit. Where do I start? Where do I start? I was one of the big guys in that company, and the way I look at it, I don't think I even like that company anymore. I could just probably swipe the old shit that I once had, the good times of, and forget the rest of it.
Oh, there were great moments when both of us were in that company. Only because at the time when there was a J-Max, there was all the others that we actually associate nowadays. It's what made it better, to be honest. O&W became more of a irrelevant, useless, bum-ass company at this point.
And let's not even get me started on the narrative that they did of, oh, why would you take CJ Mundo's former company, NWF, and turn it into a shit show?
I mean, let's go back to something. Ryan could probably tell you on this as well. There's a lot of things Ryan could say about that certain individual, especially when you apologize and then she makes it 10 times worse when it already needs to be, settled in the dust. So, Ryan, you got the mic. Go ahead. Open mic night.
Well, when she did that to me, she made me feel like another individual that's already done that. And if she's going to make me do it again, there isn't going to be a next time. There ain't going to be no second time. Even if somebody else has to tell me I'm going to do it, I'd be like, no, I am not going to do it.
Crazy thing about this is, fellas, we done been through the song and dance routine of O&W for quite some time, and we done woke up to their bullshit. When are they going to wake up to theirs? Never.
They enjoy
you hold grudges. You hold gripes. You hold all this pent-up animosity and hate for us when we done moved past your shit.
DJ, you actually brought up a good thing about that. Let me go back. Didn't they at one point, and KD can agree with me because I remember KD telling me on Facebook Messenger, but didn't they at one point they tried to run Ricky Armstrong's company, APW, try to tell him what to do, and when they couldn't get their way, they packed their bags and went home?
Yeah, they went home.
Yeah, because I've noticed a pattern here. Okay, you was over there in APW, you was over in C2CW, and the one thing that y'all tried to do is y'all tried to abuse y'all power to take over a company. Yet, how did that get y'all? How far did that get y'all? Nowhere far. Because any real EFED owner is not going to allow a group of toxic individuals to come take over their goddamn company and then expect the bare minimum out of it. For their roster. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. We don't have to sit here and sugarcoat the shit. At the end of the day, we got the irrefutable evidence is all right there. If we need to post it, so be it.
We're not
in the day, we're not.
Truth.
Yeah, they might say a lot of and makes more excuses like they usually do. But here's the funny thing is, they can't state that they were not trying to take over a company. Because Ricky even told me they were trying to take over APW. From the owner himself. That's why they left APW, right? The APW chat. They left that shit because they knew they couldn't not only handle that company, but try to take over it. And they couldn't get what they want, so they ran like this.
And that screenshot y'all showed me of all four of them leaving kind of made the difference right there.
See, I don't lie. I make sure
what KD's trying to say, guys, they took their ball and went home.
Yep.
CJ, it sounds like something they tried to do with your company of NWF, and they couldn't do it.
Maybe
Yep.
that's why they were trying to apologize, huh? Fake, or should I
It's
say, fake
almost like
apology.
this. They got so scared because they thought Liv Browski was supposed to be the CRB all of the NWF, but little did they know a certain woman that I made by the name of Heather Love comes in there and takes over by storm.
What do you mean, DJ? Ryan Storm already done been in there,
No,
done
but
that
no,
before
this
she
is what I'm
got there.
saying. Because here's the thing, and I'm not referring to what you did and taking over by any means necessary. But here's what I'm saying. They didn't like the fact that, Heather Love was the CRB all of the NWF women's division, and she was mauling through everybody. But yet, somehow, some way, Liv Browski could not get past Heather for some odd reason. Let's be blunt real. I built Heather so good that he couldn't get past her. For some odd reason, this is why, you had to go revamp Liv Browski. You had to go and take shortcuts to get your way in the E-Fed industry. But little do you know, those shortcuts don't mean shit to somebody who grinded their way to success. There's a real way of doing it and there's a fake way of doing it. All y'all done was put y'all cause in a position to where, y'all think that it's success that y'all got. No, it's failure. Utter failure. And the reason why y'all are failing miserably at it, because y'all see what success we have.
It's pretty much
built
like
our
this.
call.
It's pretty much like this, DJ.
Oh, that's
And
what I thought,
KD can agree with you as well. But Ricky Armstrong, I messaged him right before they pulled this shenanigans. And Ricky's like, CJ, stay low, stay off the radar. We'll see what happens. Because I told him, I said, I'm trying to, be drama free. I'm not trying to cause no drama, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where they try to go to Ricky and try to say that I'm the bad guy, that I'm this, that I'm that, same thing that these same individuals are doing to Kevin Impact, or he's the bad guy, he's the bad guy. Here's what I'm going to say here for, you probably guys heard this as an old saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Just like when you actually don't know a person, don't try to accuse them or something they didn't do without facts, because that's going to get you in hot water rather than that person.
Big facts on that. And not say it like, in the long run, if you don't have a realistic story as to why we are who we are, just don't say shit. At the end of the day, you all sitting up here popping off saying we're clowns, this, that, and the third. Who's the real keyboard warriors behind the scenes?
And who's the true clown in this scenario?
Well, I've got something to say about that. I mean, Iceman, mostly my whole fucking career, he's been doing nothing but popping off at me and claiming I did shit before he has evidence.
Like, at the end of the day, CJ, who's the real keyboard warriors behind the scenes?
I mean, you're right. I can't literally say you're wrong. You're absolutely right.
Because at the end of the day, while we sitting up here enjoying whatever we're enjoying, whether it be a show, whether we're talking amongst each other as friends and all that stuff, it feels like every single day they got something to pop off at the mouth about us about. And it's literally starting to get old and dumb to hear.
It feels like they want us to backstab KD, but KD knows that we know the truth. And here's the truth about Broski, why he hates KD's, because KD at one point, just for truth wise, and I'm not doing it out of hate, KD one point dated his ex, which was Wolfie. I'm not going to give out her real name, But I'll let KD explain that story, but I'll explain it my side. So basically, KD treated her like, you know, royalty and treated her with like kindness, all of that stuff. Then
Yeah, the funny thing is,
I let KD explain the other side of him that everybody needs to know.
he's been jealous about that since day one. I mean, it's like there's nothing to say. He was more of a cock blocker. That's how I'm gonna put it. He's a cock blocker and a jealous bitch. As simple as that. Now that he has his own woman, yeah, he should just focus on her now and leave her out of the past, right? Leave her into the past, like you stated. He stated that too many times, but you keep bringing her up. I have to always be the one to defend her because I'm not gonna allow anyone disrespect her or call her names. That includes Brawlski's dumbass. So if you don't like it, then go suck a dick, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. You should tell that about Dixie about the whole ball scenario.
It is funny how they sit up here, keep our names in their fucking mouth, but yet lo and behold, do we even do the same thing to them? No. At the end of the day, you hold on to so many goddamn grudges. You got a track record longer than my dick, bitch.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, Dixie, when are you gonna start to realize this ain't about us coming at you? This ain't about us keeping your names in our mouth. No, this is about the simple fact that you are holding on to grudges that you should not be holding on to. Because why else would you have all these spies watching our channels for incriminating evidence for you? Tell them to stop watching our shit.
I mean, it seems like to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, boys or man, seems like to me the reason why they watch our channels is because we're spouting out truth. And like KD stated, KD's never wrong about this. When you spit facts, haters are gonna hate.
Yep. Like the thing, like how the thing on the bottom is saying right now, hating on us will not break us.
And the thing is, we could be sitting around doing our own thing,
Which we were doing.
not bothering them at all, and then they pop up and start shit.
The thing is, they see the success that we're having, though. That's the thing. They see the success we're having, and they just can't bear in the fact that we are actually more
successful. Them alive, doesn't it?
It hurts that you don't have the same success as us. It hurts that you can't have that same luxury feeling of being successful and staying out of toxicity, staying out of drama, staying out of every little nook and cranny, because y'all abuse y'all power every E-Fed y'all been in. Y'all wanna think power is the way to go. No, power is not the way to go. Because if it was built on power, y'all are doing political backstage bullshit to try to corrupt people into not having opportunity. But if that's what y'all want, feel free, be my guest. But
And you know what's funny though? I had to make sure a friend of mine named the Combat Genius never have to deal with any of that scenario ever again, or in his whole career, because he.
Like I was about to say,
so
before I finish, I'll say this: y'all can have y'all abusive power and all that, but we over here growing our E-Feds and called relationships and bringing talent that y'all can't get y'all hands on. Y'all might want to rethink things through on how y'all built O&W in the first place, because y'all never had the success that most of these real E-Feds have.
Yep.
Y'all can try every which way y'all want. y'all never branch out and be a real leaf head.
Yeah. Hey, well, should we just talk about? Now we got that out the way. Can we just talk about the fact that they actually bring in a toxic bum, the name of King Henry? Should we just bring that topic up?
Oh boy.
Oh, toxic.
Did they really bring that clown ball in?
That's stupid.
The same guy that was trying to try to claim Nixon a pedophile because he in his chat he has 18 and up people all up in there. Didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Let's just be completely honest with this. And I'm glad you brought the 18 and up situation, KD, because this is where I'm about to get blunt, real, and honest here. Dixie and Devin Browski. Speaking of this 18-year-old scenario, underage kids, and all that stuff, let's be real about this here. Y'all basically hindered a lot of individuals from cursing, all because you had kids involved in your EFED. Who, for one, who lets kids in their EFED, for one? For two, why are you not allowing cursing in your EFED for a reason when you shouldn't even have kids under 17 years old in an EFED? That's mistake one for y'all.
Shit, I joined that when I was like 20, 21 years old. That's when I joined it, like around there.
And at the end of the day, let's be totally honest here. The fact that you had kids in the chat and you wasn't allowing cursing in there kind of hindered a lot of promo and a lot of things that most people wanted to do in that event. I didn't like it one bit, and that was just a sign of many things that I'll say right now that basically hindered O&W's growth. Not to mention the abusive power that the three-headed monster had, Iceman, Dixie, and Devin. I mean, come on now. If y'all really ran the EFED correctly, y'all would not have this abusive power in the first place over anybody in your EFED. But, oh, I forgot. You don't even give creators the structure they need. Let alone y'all sit here and expect everybody to kiss y'all ass, but you got people that may not kiss your ass. You got people that's not entitled to shit y'all say to them. I'm a leader by example. I don't follow bullshit trends like y'all do. If y'all was real leaders, y'all would have led your company by example, not follow trends and copy shit from other EFEDs.
Yep. I agree with that 100%, DJ.
Because unfortunately, if y'all had the creative stroke and freedom, y'all would have been built your cause outside of the narrative. But y'all gonna communicate so much for your cause that y'all don't even give creators the respectfulness of everything that they done to that cause. But that's y'all. But y'all want to tell me I don't know how to fucking create when I do better creations than y'all do any day. There are things that y'all are doing that is hindering y'all company in the long run. But I don't have to sit here and make a 4-point bulletin on everything going on because we see it hook, line, and sinker by the way y'all act. If y'all acted better, maybe we wouldn't have to do shit like this. And there's the problem right there.
But
y'all
like I said,
bring our names up. We don't bring y'all names up.
Ron Storm had a point I'm going to bring up, DJ. It's like when we're doing something in our personal lives and minding our own business, it seems like they want to try to do anything they can find their little nosy nose little fingers that they itching and scratching just to start trouble with people, just to make shock, just to make, drama, just to lie on people saying we're a drama. Here's the thing about lying, and I'm going to be giving you a friendly advice here. You can lie for so much longer, but eventually it's going to catch up with you. In other words, you're going to, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard this story growing up as a child. The boy who cried wolf. You're going to keep crying wolf, and eventually that wolf's going to show up and nobody's going to believe you. End of story. So you're going to keep telling lies and lies and lies, and eventually you're going to keep saying the same old stuff, and then people's not going to even believe you. They're going to look at you. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say is nicely is they're going to look at you and be like, why are we wanting to believe you? Because you keep saying negative about these people when they pretty much told the truth, and you're filing back because you get mad because why? Because we spoke the truth and somebody's butt hurt. Oh, wait, I forgot, Ryan. Should we bring back that butt hurt report I filled out a long time ago that I said that haters would have to fill out? Oh, wait a minute. Let me go find that. But until then, when I go find that, Ryan Storm, KD, and DJ Chaotic's going to entertain you guys while I go do this.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, but let's bring this topic to scenario 2, fellas. I've been holding this one in for the longest. Hey, Dixie, I don't know if you remember the whole scenario about CJ's dad, and you sat up there in that phone call and admitted that it wasn't you that didn't do that. Unfortunately, KD got the footage on his channel that proves that it was you. I was in the phone call and watched the podcast when it happened. Don't sit here and lie like you didn't openly put yourself in that position of saying shit about CJ's dead dad when it's actually true.
And they were trying to blame me for that shit. The fuck? I ain't heartless. Crazy.
You basically popped off on him.
Right here, guys. Right here is that good old butthurt report. Day of hurtfulness. So you can fill out today's date. You could put the time. Whatever the date that you're watching this, you could put your time. What caused the butthurt? Someone posted an offensive picture on the internet, which we can change picture to offensive truth on the internet. Was there a tissue needed for the tears? You can check yes. Were you able to move past it? You can check no on that. And all the reasons for reporting this, you can check all they apply. You're an idiot. You're a crybaby. You're a thin-skinned. You're a little bitch. Let's see.
All the above.
All the above that's on here, basically.
Yeah. But earlier you were onto that whole Confederate flag conversation.
So take that in consideration. Fill out the butthurt report, and maybe we can get back to that application as soon as possible.
And I'll say it like this: this whole Confederate flag thing. Why do you have most of your titles decked out in Confederate flags? Why do you have a stage decked out in Confederate flag? Why do you have calls decked out in Confederate flags? Do you understand the real reason behind that, or are y'all just blind not to hear it?
Yeah, because what I heard about that flag is just sickening. The fact that that flag actually uh, represents slavery. That's what that is. That's what that's basically stand for, and that's why I hate the flag with a passion because it stands for slavery.
It's like y'all sit here and y'all parade that flag around like it's a symbol of y'all greatness when y'all should really be saying to yourselves, why do y'all parade that flag around? Have y'all ever took the time to do the research and history behind that flag? Because if y'all did, y'all would never have put that out there. And on top of all that, you're doing it while you have colored people on your roster. Why? That shows the sign right there.
See, we could have called him a racist, but he's gonna lie about it, so we would just call him a dumbass racist.
And there's the thing right there, KD. They don't admit their wrongdoings when they do them, but they want to admit everybody else's wrongdoings. But y'all like to stir up drama. Y'all like to stir the pot here. Do we stir up the pot when it comes down to drama? No. We look at everything that's going on and we bring it to the forefront so that those people that want to go join that EFED never joins it. We want them to go to EFEDs that are respectful, appreciative,
I'm gonna give a
valued.
shout out here to a comment that was mentioned, and it said, "Truth keep on being 100% real by wrestling fan." I have to give you a shout out for that. Thank you for that comment.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
Yep, most definitely. And this is the thing. Truth is going to be the number one factor moving forward in this EFED industry of ours. We ain't going to sit up here and sugarcoat shit anymore. We're not going to fall for the narrative of what other EFEDs are entitled and their opinionated bullshit. Because at the end of the day, if y'all used us with respect, maybe y'all would have gotten fired.
Yep. Long time
But this is a EFED that we are referring to that has backstage politics, no type of structure, no match card being put out there to let the people know that they have a match. Come on now. People who hold grudges. If you knew you hold a grudge, maybe you wouldn't have half the people you have over there. But that's the problem. But that is the problem. They hold on to grudges. This is 2026 we are in. The year when everything should be brought to light. But we tried working out a structural situation where we can kill the beef. But did y'all want to accept that? No, y'all didn't, because y'all sat there and y'all was all in reminiscent mode, this, that, and the third, instead of working out differences that you had with us.
You know, it's kind of funny how you say this, DJ. I'm going to go back to what Kevin Impact told me. You know, Kevin Impact told me, you know, when we had a talk in JTV, he said, CJ, it's good that you're giving him a second chance, but he said, you got to think about it. Are they really going to change? Or are they going to keep repeating their shit all the time? And, you know, to me, I kind of defended them in a way. I'm like, yeah, they changed. And to me, it really wasn't they really wasn't apologizing like they should. It was pretty much one-sided, and that's when I just basically said, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm out.
And they had the audacity to try to say, oh, I want to go return back to your company or try to have you back to theirs.
And then here's the thing that's the kicker part to me. I remember I came in that chat, and the first thing I said in there, I'm like, if y'all want to make up the differences right now, let's all erase the footage from our channels. Everything that incriminates everybody, let's delete it.
I forgot to tell you everybody something. We got a song to play.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk while this is processing, and then we will play this song live on air with Ryan, KD, and you, DJ.
So, like, I'll say it like this. People want to sit here and say we're toxic and we're this, that, and third. Nah, we were never toxic. We tried to help your company grow. Unfortunately, y'all took our kindness for weakness. But that's where everything goes, you know? You showed your true colors to us. We didn't show our true colors to y'all.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, we got a song to play. It's now processed, and I hope you guys enjoy this for this episode.
Hey, yo, listen up. This is the Browski takedown. Big Brown think he tough, but he just a clown. Ex-fighter turned podcaster flexing on the mic. But when it comes to loyalty, man, you ain't right. Ay, sliding in the DMs like a sneaky little snake. Ay, hitting up Kalila while Bobby's wide awake. Ay, married with kids, but you chasing that thrill. Texting Leslie Club, thinking you got the skill. Ay, she curved you hard, exposed your game on the pod. Ay, trash Tuesday, truth bomb, left you looking odd. Ay, admit it, bro, you tried to cheat on your wife. Road dog behavior, cutting like a knife. Ay, now Bobby call you out, you start throwing threats. Dossier on you, secret society bets. 300 pages of nonsense, sounding like a fool. Bullying a comedian, man, that's uncool. You run your mouth big, but when it's time to face, you dodge and weave, yeah. Vanish without a trace, calling by your side. Y'all plot in the dark, but Bobby stood tall. Left you with the mark, hey. Reddit roast you daily, CTE, memes on blast. Hey. Unfunny specials, career fading fast. Hey. Theo called you out, Shuz laughed in your face. H3 went viral, put you in your place. Hey. Suing small YouTubers, that's your tough guy move. Hiding ball high, lawyers got nothing to prove. Yo, Browski, you ran from the fight you started. Cheating hard exposed, now you departed. From the octagon to the car storm, but your rips in the dirt forever alone. Peace out, Big Brown, this is the end. Next time, keep it real, don't pretend. Hey.
You know, not one word though. That one part that
Keep it real and don't pretend. That's where KD was saying it. I know where KD's going with this.
Yeah, that last part. Keep it real and don't pretend. And nowadays we don't have people that. Nowadays we don't have people, certain people that don't keep it real. They keep it at pretend because they are nothing but pretenders and not real type of people that would say the truth.
At the end of the day, they like to follow the trend. They don't lead by example.
But anyways, guys, this has been a great episode of episode 7. But to exit this show, we got to do one more song, guys. And this is a song that I got to do tributing one of my favorites. But I hope you guys enjoy this because this is going to be their intro for this segment. And you guys probably know this song.
Alpha.